Improving the security and loading speed of your website is one of the most important steps to strengthen your site against search engines like Google. In this video, I will explain in detail how to create a Cloudflare account and how you can integrate your website into this system. Cloudflare's security features protect you from threats such as DDoS, while its Content Delivery Network feature, or CDN feature, ensures that your site loads quickly for visitors accessing it from all over the world. So wherever your visitors are, they can access your site from the nearest Cloudflare server. This means a faster and more effective user experience. Let's log into your Cloudflare account and you'll see a homepage like this. On the right-hand side, you'll see a button called Add a Site. I click this button, type in the domain name and click Continue. Cloudflare offers a range of plans tailored to your various needs. You can start with a free plan to get started. I click on this. This field is activated, and I click on Continue. After that, you will see some DNS information. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to delete all of this DNS information and enter it myself from the beginning. I click on the Edit button for each of them and click on the Delete buttons to delete these DNSs first. I deleted all of the DNSs. Now I click on the Add Record button. When I click on this button, I will enter these values. I write A as type. I write mail in the name section. Of course, we did not use this mail part, but I still prefer to write them as a package. In the IP section, you need to write the IP address of your server. I complete this field by saying Save. I click the Add Record button again. It can stay as A. This time, I write my domain name here and write the IP address again. I say Save. I click on the Add Record button. This time, I select CNAME instead of A. I write www.mail here. I write my mail domain name and I say Save. By clicking the Add Record button, I select CNAME again. I write www and I write my domain name here. Finally, I write MX here. I write my domain name and complete this as the name mail domain. Then I click the Save button. If you encounter such an error, you can enter a value of 10. You can enter any value. I click on the Continue button and it will give me Nameserver at the bottom of the page. I will change this Nameserver information in the place where I bought the domain name. I go to the place where I bought the domain name. I bought it through Namecheap.com and I go to the management panel of the domain. Look, here is the Nameserver section. On the previous page, it also said Nameserver, so I need to enter this information here. I copy this Nameserver by clicking on the Click to Copy link and go to the Basic DNS section and change it to Custom DNS. I enter two Nameservers here. First, I entered this one, and then I click on this one and enter it where it says Nameserver 2. After doing these operations, I click the Save button on the right side, and then I come back and click the Continue button at the bottom of the page. When you update your DNS settings, it may take some time for these changes to propagate across the internet. It usually takes a few hours to 48 hours for your Nameserver information to be updated. During this time, you can use tools like DNS Checker to track the propagation of changes and make sure your site is always accessible. In this section, we type our domain address and click on the Search button. If we see our IP address here, we can see that it has successfully propagated. But if you don't see your IP address in some places yet, you should patiently wait for the process to be completed. DNS changes are not instantaneous as they are subject to a global propagation process. This is part of the basic structure of the internet. Naturally, it takes some time. Now we're moving on. Get started. I say Save. Let's check that. I say Save. Broadly can also be active. I say Save, and then I click on the Finish button. By following these steps, you can create a new account on CloudServer and successfully add your website. That's it for this video. In this video, I showed you how we can integrate Cloudflare into our domain name using Cloudflare and the DNS that Cloudflare gives us. I hope that was useful. See you in the next tutorial.